What is currently happening, programs? Welcome to the Grid VR, where I'll be bringing you this week's news in virtual reality. It's Sunday the 22nd of April 2018, and all I can say this week is, did I say that out loud? Or just think it? We've got Psychonauts going deep sea diving, Defector's James Bond style spying, Campfire Creepers will get you all writhing, Failspace, game updates, spring sales, and much more. Today I'm going to cover off the main events to keep you in the loop. So stay locked, enjoy, and welcome to the Grid VR. Following a PSVR release about a year ago, the team at Double Fine Productions have brought Raz and his formerly Psycadet pals from the PlayStation 2 to PC VR in Psychonauts in the Rhombus of Ruin. Solve puzzles and use psychic abilities to playfully save the grand head of the Psychonauts from the Rhombus of Ruin, a mysterious part of the ocean as deadly as two Bermuda triangles back to back. This title sits between the original game, released 13 years ago, and the sequel, Psychonauts 2, which is finally due out this year after a successful crowdfunding campaign in 2015. It contains about 2 to 3 hours of gameplay, is motion sickness friendly thanks to the node-based character jumping teleportation, which actually makes total sense in this game, and has all the charm of the original escapade minus the combat elements. In the Rhombus of Ruin is easy as shit to recommend to fans of the series, and it's $16 US, which includes the 20% Steam VR spring sale discount. The price tag just makes it even more mental. Defector is a VR spy thriller title made by Twisted Pixel Games, the same outfit that intentionally put us in charge of Wilson's heart. I gave that particular game an 8 out of 10 in this video, and this particular game looks spy-tastic, or as we say for short down here, spastic. Go deep undercover across the globe as an elite operative and choose to get James Bond or Kate Archer on the bad guys in this high-stakes, mile-high release. No pun intended. Use a combination of intel, cutting-edge tech, weapons, and wits to put a stop to your sordid arch-nemesis, or SOAS for short, and directly control the outcome of each mission thanks to the game's branching gameplay. Or I've got nothing for that one. This looks like a day one purchase for me, as I love what Twisted Pixel Games have done to elevate VR pedigree, and with a horror thriller title under their belt, a GoldenEye-esque spy thriller could be just the plane ticket. Due out later this year, it's an Oculus funded exclusive because, well, they paid for it. And to be honest, I'm not actually sure why I'm dropping crude jokes in this one, as it does seem absurdly banal, or just ain't. Neos VR is an innovative metaverse engine designed to accelerate the development of social VR applications. Essentially, it's a retrofitted VR game engine built on top of the Unity game engine, primarily utilizing its rendering pipeline and runtime environment. Solely developed by Fruxius, one of the original devs of Sightline The Chair, which was an Oculus Rift DK1 and DK2 demo way back in 2014. Actually, I recommend you have a look at that one too. A Steam store link is in the description. Neos VR is at its core a social application for developers, but it stretches far beyond that, as its strength is in its ability to allow programs to come together in multiplayer VR and build multiplayer experiences from within VR. And to be fair, that's kind of understating it too, as it's really its own metaverse, which is also limiting in its description. Due out on the 5th of May, this app has come a long way since the alpha, and if you have an interest in collaborative multiplayer VR development or the possibilities of that, then check the Steam store link in the description. And briefly, Failspace is a VR multiplayer space truck sim from Hipfire Games. Actually, it's more a space truck fixing sim, as you and your space trucker companions attempt to deliver cargo across the galaxy in what is quite clearly a piece of shit space truck rented from an ex-Uber Eats rally truck driver. The pressure is on as you and up to 4 other friends attempt to fix the faucets and mend the mechanical mishaps before all hell breaks loose and you become but particles of the sun. Out later this year, this could be some genuine VR fun times. Code 51, the mech battle title I covered in this episode of The Grid on the 26th of January this year, now has an official release date of April the 24th for North American PSVR owners. The developers have mentioned that a European release for PSVR owners is coming, as well as a Steam release at some point. Out of all the mech fighting VR games I've seen, this one looks like my favourite, and I can't wait to drop into the cockpit and stomp some big iron boots and see for myself. I've covered VR horror a lot on the Grid VR, but most of it has been on the comfortable side. But now the director of The Hills Have Eyes and Piranha, Alexandra Aja, is stepping into the 360-degree VR domain with Campfire Creepers. Featuring Robert Englund, who you may remember from your troubled childhood as the walking, talking, knife-fingered nightmare himself, Freddy Krueger, this 12-minute watch is a legit throwback to the horror of old with filthy lo-fi production values and narratives which stride the line over to the maniacally insane. Produced by Oculus, Campfire Creepers is out now for free and playable via the Dark Corner VR app on the Gear VR and Oculus Rift. A Reddit user called ST6315 has spotted an Oculus hardware support flag in the latest Chrome beta browser. With this flag enabled, instead of getting an Enter 360 option to view a 360 experience on your flat computer monitor, you'll instead get this Enter VR option here and be able to view the experience in your Oculus Rift headset. It's great to see Google getting on board with this concept, following browsers like Mozilla Firefox and their web VR support, and I feel like there is still a lot of room to move here. Another more streamlined option you have, if you want something specifically designed for this task, is to use a free virtual reality browser app like Supermedium. Links and instructions are in the description if you want to go down that neat little rabbit hole. Get ready to splash some cash on games that you'll have every intention of playing right through right now, but probably won't. If you're not me though, both Steam and Viveport have VR spring sales on right now. Viveport has 50 and 60% off a range of titles for Vive users, and Steam comes to the party with discounts of some of my favorite VR titles, including Sirento, which I covered in this video here, Pavlov, Duck Season, and Payday 2. Links are in the description, definitely worth dropping by. Just make sure you check out the free titles at the bottom of the page as well. Also, Shen Yi, the product manager at HTC Vive, has tweeted a vid of Stevie Spielberg using an HTC Vive to visualize scenes and perform virtual camera work while filming Ready Player One. Neil Patrick Harris and Dave Franco were on the Late Late Show with James Corden, and it turns out NPH is a big fan of VR games like Abduction and The Invisible Hours, while D. Franco has his heart set on the finer things in VR. Arizona Sunshine, In Death, and Wipeout have all had notable updates this week, so if you own them games, then get them UDs. And the on-location Alien experience I covered in this episode of the Grid VR last year is live and kicking on location in Orange right now using IP2's wireless VR tech in Alien Descent. If you're in the area, drop in and get some guns. As always, all the links are in the description. And finally, this program X-rayed an Oculus Rift to see what it would look like stark naked. I myself X-rayed a high-quality VR headset from Amazon, and oh look, a bag of dicks. And that's this week on the Grid VR. You can help support this channel by grabbing exclusive rewards on Patreon, and if you like this video, then crush that like button, have your say in the comments below, and hit the XO logo to subscribe if you wanna. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!